I was classically trained on guitar and harp and piano when I was a kid. I love also science, so I've got quite a scientific background. I've got a physics degree. So I was thinking, what do I want to do? Do I want to kind of marry music and physics together? I really do love mixing and finishing records. I'm also mastering either things that I've mixed or mixes from other mixers. So this is my room here at the Qube studios in Acton in London, and I've been here since 2020. Obviously, when mixing, monitoring is crucial. Like, good monitoring is crucial because you have to be able to make decisions, accurate decisions, and make sure that what you're doing in here translate everywhere else. When I've moved into this room, and obviously there's going to be, reflections and sound bouncing off in any room. So I just looked at what improvement I could make, and there was some issues around, 80 hertz and in the low end, which needed to be addressed and controlled a little bit better so I could feel like I'm not boosting or cutting things that, actually, when I'm taking that home or in the car, it just sounds weird. A couple of engineers across the corridor had a Trinnov, so we were talking about it and they were raving about it. So that's how I got to know what Trinnov does. I think in the recent, few years that a lot of people are talking about it a lot more. It's known now as the standard for room correction. I mean, the main thing is the center. Like when the Trinnov is not on, the center just disappear out, and it's just in the back. It's just a bit not defined. The Nova's just brought that center right there, and it doesn't feel like I do have the screen. It's just really so present. I don't see how else you're gonna get that precision and that result and that correction. What I like is that it's kind of set and forget, and I don't hear it or think about it anymore. And that's exactly what I wanted, because you can't constantly worry about something when you're, mixing or doing revisions in your workflow. Everything has to be transparent and work seamlessly. And you can hear it when you just, bypass it in and out, the difference that it makes. You're like, oh my God, this is what I was listening to before. So I instantly jumped on it, and it's been in my studio ever since, and it's just faster for me now to make decisions on the mixes, on the masters. Before I could get there, but there was a lot of checking and referencing on other systems. It's just so hard to make decisions when you don't know what you're hearing, and you end up spending maybe a week on the mix, which is not what you want to do. So now I know that if it sounds good in here, I still reference obviously, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be consistent, and I'm not going to have any surprises when I come out of this room. A lot of great records have been made, historically with rooms that were probably less than ideal, and you get really used to your room, and I did get used to how it sounded before, but it's such a precision, especially mastering. You have to be so precise. Nowadays the turnover of mixes has to be quite quick, and you have to be able to switch between sessions almost instantly to recall a mix and send a revision and work on another mix. And I know some people would say, oh, I don't want any DSP in my workflow and stuff, but I'm not. It's whatever works for me is what I'm going with. I try to not get influenced by how things used to be, because we're in a different era now of how we make records.